already talking about meat, so we can, run with that.
We're live, Dr. Art.
We're live. 8 o'clock. This whole conversation is going to put us into the weirdo hour of past 9 Central, so it's going to get crazy. So hang on, everybody.
Let's do this thing. Let's. That's my condition. All right. So yeah, I figured let's do something different tonight. It's like everybody's got something that pisses them off. That your beef. Here's a chance to get it off your chest. Just let's have it.
Yeah, let's give us your I effing hate this story.
Yeah, it'll be like a therapy session with people who just do not care. So just let it rip. Just let it rip.
Let it rip.
Who do we got in the house here? We don't have many people in the house because we're here on an odd time.
We're on an odd time. People are they're catching up. They're rolling in like the waves right now. Everybody's coming.
Grumpy Stillskin. That's a new name.
Yeah.
Josh Hillman, what's happening, brother? 72Z28. Boomer. What's for dinner? I had Indian food for dinner.
I had sausages and pasta and sauce, and it was very good.
Oh, it's very Italian. I had chicken tiki marsala and chili chicken, and all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
72Z28. Nathan McCree. Oscar Gonzalez. What's happened to Bill? Bill McKayska. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Bobby Z. Rocco. Lincoln Roach. The Shane GTO. Just got your Eye on the Computer t-shirt in the mail. Thank you. Brian Power.
I got. Speaking of that, keep talking. I got something.
What do you got?
I got something to show the people here if I can find it.
Okay, I'll just keep greeting people while you come up with that. Brian, Water,
here it is.
Crashers, Roadrunner Garage, Rusty Water, KJ Kylie, Joker, James Gouvier. Yes, he has learned so much from me or you or one of us. We appreciate that. Thank you. Captain Planetary. Do you do transmissions? Are you a trainee guy?
Is he a trainee? That's kind of a touchy subject.
Well, I mean, that could be somebody's beef. Fubar the Axe is in here. Fubar just put the link to Dr. Art's Hot Rod Rehab, the home of Dr. Art and Hot Rods and Rehabilitation.
And this new shirt I put out, it's in the bottom screen there.
World of Woodchip. Rest in peace. UTG signing up live 2020-2026. I just needed to take a little break from it. And it wasn't something that we planned. It was just like, it's Sunday. Oh my God, I can't think of a single thing I'm
playing. Plots. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get back to them. And we did take a break once. We took a break for about 6 months once. But we'll get back to it. Old McDonald has a car. With your thumbnail of the lawnmower, I thought you also had a neighbor complaining of the noise. No, I mow my neighbor's grass. I fire up the lawnmower and I go all the way around because I do my neighbors too. Nobody's really bitching about anything here though.
No, not yet. Put the go down to the bottom next to my face and click on that. Those are the new shirts. Tell your car I said hello. It's a big ripoff of Tell Your Dog I said hello.
Tell your dog I said hello.
But and on the back of the shirt, it's in big letters. It's Hot Rod Rehab. So those are the new shirts, folks. Go to my YouTube channel and click on the description. Follow the links. Tell your car I said hello, and we'll do something good with the money. So
excellent. So there you go. Let's see. Captain Planetary is a transmission guy. Okay. 72Z28 says sometimes we need a break from Tony. I don't blame you. I could only take so much of myself. Who's this here? Loud Kid. I hate green M&Ms.
That's a very taste specific hate. Let's hear more about that, sir.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, what brings the fire to the green M&Ms?
How do they make you feel? Well, is there rage? Is there anger? Is this feeling of
It's
quiet betrayal? What is it that pisses you off about the green M&Ms?
the green M&Ms have to be related to like an old girlfriend. So this is the only thing that can cause that much hate over a candy.
Possible. Let's see. Old McDonald's has a car. My neighbor is 450 feet away, and he complains about my zero turn making noise. I don't know. I would imagine he probably would complain about your target practice in the backyard with your AK-57 or AR-15 or something too, right? Because that's what he was complaining about.
And my neighbors don't complain, and I wonder why.
Boomer, your take on oils and probably auto part shortages. I did videos on it. Just in the last 2 weeks, I did videos on both of those things.
And I just put up a short a couple days ago, be hoarding oil. It was very epic.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bowtie Classics is in the house. Oscar Gonzalez misses the haunted lamp. That only happened once. Joker says he has beef with chicken. I love chicken. My diet has become like almost all chicken. It's like my diet is chicken and rice based, and it wasn't done intentionally. It just evolved that way. But you might say I have a chicken with beef. I don't know. I'm reaching. Rusty Water, how tight do you recommend tightening AN fittings? I think I got too tight. Just past snug.
It's a quarter Ooga Yeah, with an AR wrench, not with your crap Craftsman steel ones that'll mar them all up and melt for them. Buy an AR wrench, spend the $26. It's worth every penny in fuel leaks.
Well, you have to buy the whole range of AN wrenches.
No. You get the adjustable farmer AN wrench.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I've always just used the regular adjustable wrenches on them. I never really cared about marring up the fittings.
Yeah, they warp them and everything else like that. You have to be schmancy when dealing with fancy AN stuff.
But you do not over tighten them. They're not intended to be. They're
paper fit
and aluminum, and so they go very easily. So you want to make them tight, but not whack them down. You know what I mean? It's not a compression fitting or anything.
Right, and if they will not stop leaking, take them apart, put a bunch of Teflon sealer in the threads, and tighten it back up. It'll be fine.
Zero is in the house, and if anybody knows about tightening AN fittings, Zero.
Yes.
How is everything, brother? Zero.
How is everything in California, the land of $8 an hour, 87 octane? Thank you, Uncle Gavin. Yeah, I appreciate all that taxes.
Brian Power. My gripe is if I pay money at a store for a new item, why the hell do I keep getting people's returns or a new pre-broken crap car? Yeah, that happens more and more, man.
Yep.
Because everybody wants to take the shotgun approach at fixing something. They'll say, oh, let's try this sensor. Oh, let's try that sensor. Oh, okay.
If it doesn't work, they take it back. Yeah.
They take it back, they throw it back in the box. Oh my God, it's Kathy. Whoa, come on in.
Hey.
Uncle Kathy.
Excuse me, Mike?
Oh, look at your border collie shirt. Yes. All of her wardrobe is based on border collies now.
It is.
And we both decided to dress only in black and white in because of dogs. What are you doing?
You unplugged your mic.
Oh my God.
I need this.
I was charging my phone like that.
Oh, no, you can't.
Okay.
You've been vetoed. Sorry.
Okay.
I
need this. Wait, you have a receiver.
James Gouvier, how about a video on making AM lines? I think I've already done it.
They sell so many cool tools to do it for you now. It's not even worth.
I do it with electrical tape and a hacksaw.
Yeah, I use a cutoff wheel.
Yeah, the reason I don't use a cutoff wheel is because it makes so much dust.
Oh,
you know, so I just old school. I wrap it in electrical tape, clamp it in the vise, and then just.
Good job, Tony.
What's a good job?
All of it. It's all a good job.
Thank you.
Good job. It's on. Put your mic on.
Okay, I can put my mic on.
Yeah.
All right, you leaving now?
Yeah.
Do you want to make a goodbye statement?
No,
You want to bitch about something? Bitch about something.
I don't have anything to bitch about.
You have to. Come on.
I don't.
It's the theme of tonight, Kathy.
It's tonight's show. What really bothers? Come on, get it off your chest.
Let your rage out.
I'm really bothered.
Yeah,
Lying.
lying bothers you.
Overcharged. Being overcharged for being followed.
Or being overcharged,
Yeah.
but isn't that a way of life? That's
It's the pandemic.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What's this now? Rocco is saying, forget the car stuff, Tony. Go back to the unhinged videos from the COVID days. Cars suck. I agree. Joker, if I had to randomly pick something that I have beef with, it's the public's driving behavior. Oh, yeah. Everything in traffic is fast today, which is why I couldn't have a slow daily driver to keep up. I agree. I think I want the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit back. Because back then, when the speed limit was 55, everybody drove at 65. It was like cool. We were good. You know what I'm saying? Cops weren't around. You could sneak out to like 70. All good, right? But now with the speed limit at 70, I'm in the right lane at 75, 80, and I get blown past every morning. I heading to the shop. People just blow past me like I'm in reverse.
Yeah, 90s normal. In the
I
morning.
think it's time to bring back 55. Made muscle. World of Woodchip changed power valve to 3 different sizes and no change. You have a warped block. The throttle body.
Yeah.
The throttle, the face of the throttle body that the power valve meets up to, it's warped. Take a file to it. Get a big file. File it flat. Your problem is fixed. Stephen Paul, if I wasn't lied to, I'd feel offended. Yes.
I have a beef with a couple things.
Yeah, Dr. Art.
I have a beef with spam phone calls because I have my regular phone, which people call me to have stuff done. Then I have my work phone, and I have 2 phones all day. And between the 2 of them, you know, it wasn't bad like this last few weeks, but some days it's 25 just spam calls. We are calling you about your bun bun. I don't want to eat any bun bun. Goodbye. That's my big thing. And then I have a real beef with people hacking into my accounts. Namely my big one, the YouTube channel, I got torpedoed. So some asshole in fucking Pakistania or wherever the hell he was, took away four years of my life, so he could sell Bitcoin at 2 a.m. for 3 days and then nuke the whole thing and not even give it back.
That's what it's insult to injury or injury to insult. You know what I mean? It's like bad enough they hijacked your stuff, but then they wiped it out afterwards.
Yeah, they did. They didn't even have the courtesy to make, to go through the process long enough to where I could get it back. No, they just nuked it all, hit delete all videos, poof, gone into the atmosphere of fuck you and never to be seen again. So that's why you don't see a lot of videos from me, folks, because my soul has been crushed.
Well, the spam phone call thing, I've managed to get away from that.
Well, you don't answer the phone.
I haven't answered my phone in 3 years, or at least 3 years, probably longer than that, probably closer to 5 years. I haven't answered my phone. Just go ahead and call. I'm not answering.
Mm-hmm.
I do recognize numbers, though. When I recognize a number, I'll call back or I'll send a text.
Oscar Gonzalez sent a super chat.
Oscar, thank you, Oscar.
$10 super chat. Thank you.
So in case you don't know what the $10 looks like, Dr. Art. Yes, thank you, Dr. Art, for the visual representation of a $10 bill, which you don't
$10.
see anymore. You don't see anymore. You don't see fives anymore either, because the 20 is the new 5. Yes, the one with Epstein on the cover on the.
Epstein, that's right. Okay, yeah, I suppose you get away with that.
Have you seen
Epstein,
the
yeah,
pictures? Have you seen the side-by-side pictures?
yeah.
Yeah. All right, Oscar, thank you for the super chat, Oscar. High pressure fuel line from a Hyundai Sonata is discontinued, not sold at auto parts stores. Can a hot rod shed make a new hose? Yes. This hose is threaded on one end and bolted to the rail on the fuel rail on the other. Threaded on one end and bolted. As long as you can match the fittings.
Take the old one.
Yeah, take the old one to.
Take the old one to any hydraulic shop and any hose place. Every town has it.
Yep.
Still, you're going to talk to the crabby ass people in the dingy ass counter and tell them what you need, and then you'll come back 3 hours later. It'll be done. He'll say thank you, charge you $11, and you'll be on your way.
Right. Well, first they'll tell you that they don't do any automotive stuff.
Right.
You know, because you're gonna go to the hydraulic hose supply place.
We don't do cars.
Yeah, we don't do cars.
We're hydraulic men. We get paid $6 an hour. We just do hydraulics.
So then you tell them, "Prepare my tractor."
Yeah. Then you go like this. You go, okay, here, Lenny. Here's for you. I need this made. Da, 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 and then then you have it. Then you have a prototype, Oscar, because you're probably not the only one. Then you have it mass made in China, and you become a billionaire on Hyundai parts.
Boomer is getting tired of texts from businesses trying to sell services or buy my house.
Oh, you know what I'm sick of too? This is worse. These wet behind the ear, I didn't go to college because I worked at McDonald's guys that are 19, 20 years old who think they're going to make $300,000 a year knocking on my fucking door trying to sell me a roof.
Yeah, they all want to sell you a roof.
I have a whole spiel for them now. In fact, I have props when they come by. I said, thanks for coming by. What you're doing is not a job. You've been lied to.
See, I don't do stuff like that.
I make them cry and they go away and they never come back.
I lowball them. I try to get them to give me a quote on the spot, and obviously they can't give you a quote. They have to send somebody, and I'll tell them, listen, I'll give you $1,500 right now. I got a ladder. I got some shingles. You get up there and do it. $1,500. Well, we don't do it that way. We have to go through this whole process. So I do that. When it's oh please. I when I lived in New York, they were always soliciting stuff like that, and I would harass them in oh God, I'm trying to say this in a politically correct way, but I would become very over the top, rude, like how can I explain it to you? It wasn't good. It wasn't good. All right. I don't want to talk.
Well, what's epic now is because my father-in-law lives with us now. You know this, and he's 89, but that's not the issue. His dog Toby is a Australian Shepherd, and he goes red zone when people knock at the door. I mean, like, nah, I'm going to eat you, kill you. And I opened up the door because I got that glass door in front. I said, unless you have money for me, I'm going to open the door and let him out at you. And he's like, sorry. It was the effect was better when I had the German Shepherd, but he works pretty good too.
I have 6 of them that go ape shit anytime anybody is even in front of the house, much less
knocking on the door, ringing the bell. Yeah.
Rocco made a Jehovah's Witness, changed my oil when I was 17. I would hassle them too. I'm not proud of some of the things. Oh God, I can't believe what I used, the stuff I used to say to these people. I'm not proud. I'm not proud because I can't repeat it now. So yeah,
Oh, and forget it if those people come to the door when I'm in a foul mood. Ooh, they just get wrath. They may be chased away with heavy objects.
Oscar Gonzalez says, my gripe is the religious folks knocking on my door. I don't want to read the Watchtower. No, well, you have to say to them like, have you heard about Cthulhu or something like that?
Right, you have to meet crazy with crazy.
Yeah.
You fight crazy with crazy. That's like this is another one since we're here. This is a good night for me because I can get all this out and maybe I'll feel like a human in the morning.
I did it for you, Dr. Art. I did it for you.
I know. Anytime you go to your pharmacy, pick the place and pick up a prescription, they're like, well, since you're here, we can do a flu shot. I go, I'll tell you what, I'll do you one better. Since I don't know what's in the flu shot, I have my own needle filled out in the parking lot in the trunk of my car. Come on outside. I'll give you a booster right in the driveway. We'll call it even. And they're like, they never ask again.
Loud Cat is saying my beef is people who complain about fireworks. Yeah, I agree. And to be perfectly honest with you, fireworks are a nightmare around here because my dogs they go berserk, and it's like I dread getting near the 4th of July because the fireworks here start like the last week in June, and they go continuously. And then on the 4th of July, they go all night, like until the sun comes up.
Oh, it's like an Olympic event in this area for fireworks. Yeah. So
I personally hate it. You have no idea, but I would never complain about it because I remember back when I was younger and explosive nuts and blowing up things in the street and yeah. So and it wasn't even the 4th of July when I was doing that stuff. So it's like I can't complain about stuff that I used to do.
Yeah, they come, and I've had the church people come up to me while I'm like in the driveway, like working on a car, because they're like, "Oh, someone in the wild," and then I lay into them, and they cry and go away.
World of Woodchip is saying when the solicitor starts talking, you guys actually acknowledge their presence.
Yeah. But my favorite one is I've done this a lot because usually the solicitors are just they're young guys, they don't know any better that what they're doing is not a job. I tell them, say, look, go around by the garage door because I can't front door, I can't let the dog go around by the garage door and I'll be right out there, and then just never go up to the garage door. I can see on my camera they're just for 15 minutes until they figured out that the big angry man's not coming outside.
Yeah, I generally, I try to treat them with civility because you can only be so civil because they knock on the door, ring the bell, knock on the door, and my dogs go berserk. So there's all of this screaming and carrying on when I open the door. So you can only be so civil, and then I'll tell them, I'm really not interested. Just to be civil about it. But when that doesn't work and they pursue it, when they go further, that's when I get stupid with them.
Well, just open the door, throw Maggie at them, and close the door.
Hot milk at them.
Yeah.
Coda Home Improvements. I have beef with time itself. Days seem to be quickening. They are, bro. They absolutely are. And it's like a phenomenon called the quickening. Okay, where evidently there's a lot of people that pick up on this now. That the day is not what the day was, and the week is not what the week was.
Mm-mm.
The year isn't what the year was. You realize we're halfway through 2026.
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
We're at the next 2 weeks. Next week is the halfway point. That's insane. I'm still gearing up for this year. I'm still getting ready, saying, well, this year I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's almost over.
Because last year was such a shit show. I have a beef with last year. Last year was a complete dogfuck year. And this year, it's just the year of death. Everyone is just falling. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the the 4 years after they took the jab, they're all falling over dead.
And they're getting really stupid. There's a lot of stupid out there.
Yeah.
I, I, but now I did see something about this, about the fact that we're all experiencing accelerated time, as something that can be explained away or partially rationalized away by the amount of screen time that we have. So when you stop and you think about it, okay, through the course of your day, how much scrolling are you doing? How much
Way too
YouTube
much.
are you watching? Right? How much texting are you doing? Right? Add it all up through the course of the day. And you're actually, when you're doing that, you're in a trance-like state. People don't put it together that way. They don't realize, well, I'm not in a trance, so I'm scrolling on Facebook or whatever it is. But you actually are, because you've tuned out the reality, the material world. You've tuned it out for that period of time.
You got that missing time all of a sudden, and it goes, whoop, the two ends come together. Yeah.
So that's you're taking these big chunks a day out where you're in a hypnotic trance. You're not realizing that the hours of the day are there. So that is a possibility. I'm not saying that that's what it is, but I heard it explained that way, and it kind of makes a little. It doesn't kind of make sense. It does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see.
Kevin Smith, his beef is Scotty Kilmer dies 3 times a week.
I thought your beef with my.
I'm done. I moved. I'm dead. Goodbye.
I thought the beef would be that he comes back 3 times a week.
Yeah.
72Z38. 90% of my job is stupid computer. Yeah, so I bet your day absolutely flies. Like you're on the computer all day. I guarantee you look at the clock and it's like, what happened? Where did the day go?
Yeah.
Let's see. Rocco says, not me. I drive an XJ and use a flip phone. I'll be here in 2006 if anyone needs me.
Well, it's probably a lot safer than where we are now.
Let's see. The holes. I have beef with the fact that it is now impossible to function without a smartphone in your hand. I agree. Banking, log on, email, log on, send security codes, notifications, they have us all trapped. Yes, absolutely. It's a digital prison. And I'm contributing to it. Because this is how we make a living in this digital world. Okay. But I agree 1,000%, man. And now you got this whole data center thing going up, and it's like I don't know what to make of that. I know it's not good. Like I know ultimately it's not good.
No, that's just so they can collect more personal data on everyone and have everyone just trapped in a never-ending curmudgeon of digital fuckedness.
Yes. The way I combat this, right, in my own mind is that I'm always willing to step away from this, right? So it's like, go ahead, pile it all on, throw another password, put another flock camera on the.
Oh God, I hate it.
Right?
Yeah.
Do all of this stuff, knock yourself out, because when I feel that I've had enough, I'm just gonna step out of the way. I'm gonna go to some rural part of the state and you guys just go ahead and knock yourselves out. And that's how I deal with it. Honestly, that's how I deal with it, because I see the digital prison. I've been watching it grow for years, but I'm not paranoid about it, because I know. I used to tell people years ago when I first started down the conspiracy rabbit holes, back in 1999, 2000, when the internet was really just starting to get going, and all of this information was starting to become available, and it became apparent to me that what the system does is it throws a net over society, okay? And I've used this analogy a bazillion times, and it's true, and I'm proof of it, okay? this system, the evil, the blue meanies and the archons, or whatever the hell you want to, the reptilians, whatever you want to call them, okay, the ruling elite, the bad ones, they throw a net over society, okay, and there are holes in that net, and if you're smart enough to find a hole and climb out of it, you're free. They don't want to bother with you. You're a straggler, so you just go off, okay. That's how it works. Right. So as long as you recognize that you're in a net and you know that your job is to find the hole and be ready to fucking climb out of it, you're going to be fine.
You know what else? I'm going to bring up more gripes.
Yeah.
Because after Oscar Gonzalez, because he's actually contributing.
Thank you for the super chat, Oscar. I pulled 2 ABS modules from the junkyard. I need a program for my vehicle. These were on a civilian Crown Vics. I have an ex-cop Crown Vic. What say you, Dr. Art?
It makes no difference if it's a regular Crown Vic or a cop car Crown Vic. The ABS module is 100% the same. They use the same amount of reluctors on each wheel, and they do the same process. Program depending on what year the car is, but usually you can plug it in and it doesn't care and it'll do its job.
Not a bitch, but Justin Roberts, Tony, thank you for sending the message to Harley for the Sportster. Great ideas all around. Thank you. And I really like the part about it not being an entry-level bike. It's not. It's an entry-level bike because they want to present it as an entry-level bike because they don't want anybody on the fence to buy one. They want to put them in a bigger, more expensive bike. So they throw all of these caveats at the Sportster. It's not an entry-level bike. It's a motorcycle, period, the end. A Rebel 250 is an entry-level bike. Go ahead, Dr. Art. You had a bitch.
I have a severe problem with produce being because when I was a small lad, smaller than the giant-sized person I am right now, I enjoyed a good Red Delicious apple. Big, juicy, tasted sweet, didn't taste like plastic farts or sour or rotten in the middle by the time you get them off the grocery store.
Yes.
You can't find decent produce. Everything sucks if you don't grow it yourself or go to, Washington State in the fall and get the apples that you want. They don't make them. The produce sucks at every store. It's discouraging. I hate it. Along with the meat. And we won't even get started on bread.
Bread, if you get away from bread for just a couple of days and then go back and eat bread, the chemical taste is ridiculous. And you taste it afterwards.
Yeah, you get off the grocery store bread in a bag and you quit farting and you feel better and you're not all swelled up and your stomach doesn't hurt. And then you're like, yay, and then you go, and have a hamburger and ruin the whole thing. So
strawberries have no taste.
Oh, I have that little hanging plant by my garage, and every year he makes like maybe 10 little strawberries, the size of your thumb, and they're so delicious because you pick right from them. You're like, oh, this is fantastic. Yeah, and you get them in the store, and they're like, well, this might as well just be plastic crap.
I used to love strawberries. I would eat them. I would just go to the store, grab a thing of strawberries, and sit and eat them watching TV. I had a dog, Daisy. She would sit on my lap, and we would sit and eat a tub of strawberries watching TV. And but today you can't eat them. There's no taste.
I don't care what store you go to, how much you pay for them. They all suck.
Tomatoes too. Tomatoes have no taste.
No, you don't.
Tomatoes in the backyard, they were delicious. You go to the store and you buy a tomato, and it tastes like nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they pull the flavor out of everything.
Because they harvest them when they're green and they sit in a bin for 6 months until they artificially ripen up and sell them to you for an outrageous price that they're not worth. And the older I get, I'm going to keep ranting on. The damn hippies that bothered you when you're in your, you gotta grow your own food, man. See, they were right. And that pisses me off.
The hippies were right about a lot of things.
A lot of shit. Yeah, and you laughed at them and said, fucking goonie bags, get out of here. But no, that's pissing me off. They were right about a lot. You just laughed at them. They don't have jobs. They live in tents. They do whatever with whoever. They just live. You look down on them, but now you're like, well, they had it right.
They had it right.
Oh, another super chat.
Drum Dude, thank you for the super chat. We'll talk about a lockup stolen engine if stuck on when coming to a stop. Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm thinking that's my problem with my Jeep TJ. Yes, there used to be it was a common problem with the 200 R4s and the 700 R4s, and it's happened with other transmissions. But on those particular transmissions, the piston that closed the valve that would close off that passage for the lockup would stick. So the solenoid would release it, but the piston would stick where the valve would stick.
And when that piston sticks, it melts the wires in the harness. It's a tumbling bad effect all the way up. Yeah.
So that causes you feel it was a telltale thing. You'd be driving a car and it would be okay for like 15, 20 minutes, and then you would come to a stop and it would go and it's exactly the same as if you were driving a car with a stick and didn't push in the clutch when you came to a stop.
Yeah.
So yes.
And then if all else fails, check your brake light switch first, because that's what activates that.
Yeah, that's what releases it.
Yeah. So start there, check that, and then go from there.
Yes. You could try unplug. If you unplug it, no, it won't activate. Thank you for the super chat, though, Drum Dude.
Yes, but you are correct, sir. Yep.
Aiken Head Garage. Oh, Paul. Oh, it's Paul Bruno. What's happening? Aiken Head Garage. Paul, did you start a YouTube channel without us?
I think he did. He did.
Did he really? Wait, I have to see this. Keep going there.
Oh, you're going to look it up? All right.
Of course I got to look it up.
And we got another super chat, too, when you're done with that.
Where is it?
Just popped up. Kroom.
Oh, Kroom. Thank you. He told me it's been a minute from when I last had an update about my truck, but she's running good and strong and went 60 miles round trip last week. Congratulations. But my engine mounts went bad, so I can't go wide open throttle without a chopped up right out of the hose. Chains, man. Chains.
Chain that sucker down.
Yeah.
If that's your Ford, yeah, those factory mounts don't do shit.
Head over to Tractor Supply and get yourself a length of chain.
One bolt in that cylinder head and weld it or bolt it to the frame, and you're good to go. Save your fan and your hose.
YouTube. Aiken Head Garage. He started a YouTube channel without us. I feel like I've been.
I mean, that's like, he's just jumping right on our heads. Is it in there? Can you see it?
I just put it in. Let's see.
Okay.
There's Honda Head Garage, Hard Head Garage, ACH Garage, me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kroom says he made a bit of sheet metal to protect his hose.
Heads Garage, HA Garage. I don't know. Boy, there's a lot of me in there. Holy shit. No Cash Garage, one of our guys.
Yeah, one of our guys, Larry, yeah. Ripsaw says he's sorry, but he needs to shower. He's not living in a tent.
Wait, what was that?
Right on the bottom, Ripsaw. He said, yeah, sorry. I need to shower. I'm not living in a tent. He's not going for the hippie montage of love and free will, and it's got to be organic, man.
Well,
the pesticides will kill you, man.
Those were extreme hippies. You've got extremists in every aspect, right? But I remember when I was a kid, actual hippies that lived in my neighborhood, and they lived in houses and stuff like that, and they drove Volkswagen Beetles and had flowers and stuff on their cars, and
they smelled like patchouli and BO, and and they just did whatever. Yeah,
they worked in stores and shit like that.
Yeah,
but as far as like where their head was at, you know what I mean? Like, keeping life nice and colorful and light and purity and all these
full of color, man. Love the butterfly.
They were right.
Mm.
Let's see. What's this about a bagless vacuum cleaner? Using a
Is
bagless
equivalent of driving a Model 4T on a daily basis.
nothing but constant finesse. Meanwhile, bag vacuums like driving a minor car and how much maintenance needed.
You must not have dogs.
No. Ego death, please. Apparently, nickel iron batteries last a lifetime. How come we don't use them? I don't know anything about nickel iron batteries and their lifespan, but
well, see the thing with nickel iron batteries. Okay, the reason they're not used massively, they're good for certain things, low voltage things. Like I had one in the receiver for my radio from a remote controlled planes, and that thing you could leave the radio on 2 days and it wouldn't drain the battery. They hold a lot of power, but they don't have a high discharge rate, so they're no good for vehicle propulsion or turning a lawnmower, or they do last forever and they don't really degrade, but they don't have a high enough C or high enough output to really do any work. So they're great for security cameras and bullshit like that. That's just low voltage, low need, low demand, constant for days and days and days and days and days. But they're no good for work. At least that's my understanding. I could be wrong, but that's...
I know nothing about this stuff, so I got nothing to add to that.
Oh, and Ripsaw's he's got another gripe. Remember you were sold this bag of bullshit when they, the poor bastards who made a living off incandescent bulbs got screwed by some politics, and now you got to have LED bulbs and everything. Oh, they last a lifetime and they're very green and you'll never replace them, and they are wonderful. But now but every makes them, they're all shit, and sometimes they don't last as long as an old-fashioned light bulb. And my wife, everyone that burns up, my wife goes, "You said these last forever. I always got every fucking LED in the fucking house." No, I was lied to.
The thing about light bulbs, though, is they're all planned obsolescence, because there's an original light bulb. Have you seen
last forever? Yeah, that's still burning.
Yeah, it's been running nonstop for like 110 years or some shit like that. It's in a firehouse like up in Boston. I mean, I may be wrong about all of that, but
Thomas Edison screwed every one of you listening to this broadcast by planned obsolescence for the light bulb people, because he got together with all the other light bulb people and said, "Hey, quit making them so damn good. We ain't making any money."
The light bulb mafia.
Yeah.
So Shannon 78 Monty added this. Those old hippies were all on the right vibration and frequency. So here's the thing, right? And this is something that like science and is becoming aware of now, right? Because it was at one point it was all this new age stuff, vibrations and frequencies, and everything is made up of vibration and frequency. And the hippies were all like, "Oh, if you feel the vibes, man," right? But they were dead on. They were exactly right. I know we're going to go off into a whole different thing here now.
Well, yeah, and that's Then we go into a rabbit hole of why radio broadcasts at 432 instead of 440 megahertz and all that blah 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 blah. Yeah,
but it's true.
Yeah, it is true. I know, but that's like a whole 3-day conversation.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to start going down that rabbit hole, but it's
no,
exactly.
Because that's all these hippies meditate and they try to get in with the sync with the earth, and you think, oh boy, this is all but it's not bullshit.
Yeah, well, it was the whole thing with the barefoot hippies, right? This whole thing about them being barefoot, and
they negatively ground to the earth, man.
Yeah, as it turns out, that's an actual thing.
Yes,
that's an actual thing. Now, I'm not about the way.
Actually, lately, what I see these people, they sell you this thing that you hookup to your light socket to the ground that you attach to your feet when you sleep. You're supposed to be grounded in your sleep, and
Oh, how about that? Shauna is saying, I think a beef we all have is planned obsolescence. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Planned obsolescence and corporate greed is what is killing everyone. Reject everything. Go live in a cave. It's okay. Tomorrow is still going to be tomorrow.
Oh my God. Is that Don Rocco? Rocco, is that you? Oh my God. I haven't talked to you or seen you in what? At least 40 years? Or longer? Rocco is an old friend of mine. Oh man, we had some adventures, let me tell you. Rocco was a wild man at one point. And Adriana, how was you? Oh, you guys, we need to talk. We need to get together somehow. How are you doing, Rocco? I hope everything is well with you, brother, man. Rocco and I had some seriously crazy times. Mopar K is in the house. What's happening, Kay? Mopar Man 78. Certain frequencies will heal you, and others will hurt you. Yes.
Yep.
This is all the stuff that the establishment has tried to keep away from us. You know, the
Right.
medical establishment, and you know what I mean, like just the power structure, the power. You know, they want you to believe that oil comes from dead dinosaurs, and
there's only a limited supply, and all that BS. And we got another super chat.
Well, 20. Oh my God. Oh, we're just swimming in cash tonight. Time capsule clips. Thank you for the super chat. Hey guys, a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned about my 4.6 that went out on my 2001 F-150. Had spark plug pop and cylinder wall damage. But this Reman engine ticks on cold start. Goes away after 15 seconds. Shop says they don't hear it.
No, that's your shitty. What you're hearing is 2001, so phasers and the tensioners for the chains. So it's just an oil pressure thing. Try putting a quality oil and oil filter on it. You'd be surprised. Because if you look at it, what it's on now, it's probably the cheapest crap you have. No drain back valve, blah, 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 blah. In the shittiest oil, put some good oil in it and put on a good quality, Wix or Ford filter on it. And chances are that noise will go away. Tell me how I know, or ask me how I know.
I can't believe Rocco is in here. How did you even find this, man? I have told the story, Rocco. I have told the story 1,000 times about that time I had that blue Challenger, and you had the motorcycle, and we were on what was it, Willowbrook Road? I think it was on Willowbrook Road, and I ran out of gas with the Challenger. And you came off the motorcycle, and I traded you the car for the bike because I needed to go grocery shopping. I had like $1.50, and all we could afford was a bag of rice and a thing of bouillon cubes. I've told that story. I can't tell you how many times. Let's see. I'm just scrolling here. Zero, boss, I was wondering if you heard anything about the chemical spill that happened here in Orange County. The evacuation zone was just a block away from me. I haven't really been paying attention to that.
Yeah, it was a chemical spill at an aerospace company and some very methanol type weird concoction of super exploding shit.
Oh, geez.
Over vapored and leaked out of a tank, and when it touches air, it can explode. And
they
thought they were going to level all of Garden Grove one morning.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
let's see. Rocco, send Kathy an email at Uncle Tony's Garage at gmail.com. Just send her an email, just hi, it's Rocco, and give her your phone number, and I'll get up with you tomorrow. Catch up with you tomorrow. Dickie Farley, yes, all the original UTG fans, not fans, viewers. I hate the word fans. Definitely remember the Bike for Car Story. That's a cool. The guy who's in the chat. Rocco and we did some crazy shit together, man. He was great. I miss Rocco. We kind of like went our separate ways at some point. He went to work for the city, for the Port Authority, doing buses and stuff like that. And I went and did magazines and then the Nitro thing and all. So we just kind of, our lives just went in different directions. I want to know how you found me. Rocco, how did you find me? How did you know this? How did you know Uncle Tony was me? Like I don't advertise it, you know?
He's seen you on the lawnmower on the thumbnail. Yeah.
Zero is saying what was crazy was being told it's either going to spill out or blow up. Awesome. With a possibility of causing large amounts of damage. Ah, jeez. That's why I lived on Staten Island, Rocco. And we had, Zero. I lived on Staten Island. And we had the port of, what the hell was it? In Elizabeth, New Jersey. Port Arthur Kill. I can't remember the name of it now. It was all the container ships that were coming in from all over the world. And we were like, all somebody's got to do is like sneak some kind of explosive craziness onto one of those container ships that's just going to slip completely under the radar because of how things work in that area. And we're all done. So, yeah.
Don Rocco says you're a famous dude, so.
I'm a minor internet celebrity. I still don't know how you managed to put me and and Uncle Tony together, but we'll talk tomorrow. Mopar man, Tony, remember you said when it comes to two guys on a motorbike, no. If you're gonna ride on, I think Rocco actually shared motorcycle rides at one time or another. No, if you're gonna ride bitch on a motorcycle, if you're a guy, you got to sit backwards. My buddy John Bertone had to give me a ride. I forget why we didn't have a car handy, but he had to give me a ride to Queens, like on the Belt Park. I was on a bridge and through the Belt Parkway and all this shit on a motorcycle, and I sat on the back of the bike, no sissy bar or nothing. This is bad, okay? I sat on the back of the bike, facing the back. Holding on to the shock absorbers for dear life for like an hour and a half. I will never forget that. Oh, God. Mopar man, was Rocco associated with the Great Lumberyard Turkey Fire? No, that was Fat Tommy. And he's disappeared, man. He's disappeared. He used to drive he worked for me as a mechanic, and then he drove the transporter for Dean Scoozer's funny car. Way back when. And I haven't seen him, but he was the one, he was the lumberyard fire guy. But Rocco had a couple of fires. I don't want to talk about that though. More parquet. You can picture that. What can you picture, Kay? Let's see. I'm just scrolling. Port Newark. Yes. Thank you, Stephen Paul. Port Newark. It's been so long since almost 25 years since I've been away from there. So it's like, yeah, I've blocked out as much of it as I possibly can. I tell people I'm a native Tennessean now. All right, we need some more bitching here.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the theme tonight. Get it off your chest. Let's hear it.
Let it out. Just
driving down the road, looking over and seeing a guy riding backwards on a bike. Yeah, you can't go nuts to butts. No, you just cannot do that. Good night, 72Z28. Yes, I got a beef with key fobs. They're ridiculous.
really, let's see. I adore key fobs. You don't have to take them out of your pocket. You just get in the car and you hit the button and you go.
Oh no!
Then I got the work truck and it messes me up because it's a Ford Maverick and you got to put the key in there and.
No, anything that isn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have one of my vehicles, my minivan has one of them key fobs. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but I consider that to be a throwaway. Like in other words, that's not something. You know what I'm saying? Like the vehicle is a throwaway vehicle. If it stops running, I pull over, I take the plate off, and I go home and buy another one. So the key fob doesn't bother me on that thing. But if it's a vehicle that I'm keeping for myself, if it doesn't have just a plain metal old-fashioned key, and I'm even talking about a transponder key, not a chip key. I don't want to do any of that shit. Even though I know how to work around it, even though I know how to bypass it and everything else, I don't want it. I don't want it. If it's not a plain metal key. Actually, I resent keys. I resent keys. I have not. I'm 64 years old. I have never locked a vehicle in my life. I have never locked one. I don't know how to lock one. I will never lock one or unlock one. I don't know what that's about. But evidently, people do it. There's this hole that they put in the door that you put a key into to do this thing, and I don't know how you do that. So, and as far as ignition goes, anything that's more elaborate than an on-off switch and a push button, right? Just directly wired to the starter is too much technology for me. I don't want to deal with it. Let's see. Mostly Mopar. I despise auto shut off at red light.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's you don't own anything that's new enough for that, Tony. But it is annoying. And every time you got to get in the car, you got to push the fucking button so it doesn't do it, and then you forget that it kills, and then you're at like a T in an intersection, and there's a car coming, You're like, I can get out here, no problem. Then you hit the gas, and there's no motor there for that half second until it starts again, and you're like, oh, okay, now I'm going to die. So I agree with that. Mostly Mopar.
Oh, Jesus.
And we got Bill McKyska.
Rocco is saying, let's cook a car in a golf course.
With the grand super chat.
I'm going right now. Rocco, we can't tell that story. There's a lot of stories we can't tell, okay? And that's one of them. Bill McKyska, thank you for the super chat. Very generous, sir. Don't trust the government. Duh. Unless or until the people they follow do one thing positive to the hundreds they did wrong. Then it turns into trust the government, trust the experts, trust the science, the same science and experts that they paid. I mean, I've never trusted the government. I've never trusted the systems. I trust some of the individuals, right? So I trust some cops. I trust all firemen and that sort of stuff, right? But as far as the system itself goes, I don't trust any part of the system. And now it's kind of been proven beyond the shadow of a doubt, really, that our entire civilization is run by satanic kid fucking cannibals. Okay, cannibals, literally. Okay. This is who runs everything. This is you go to the head of all of the corporations, the head of the government, the head of people. Used to think it was nuts when I told them this stuff. I was like, You know, I can tell you some shit about things that go on. Nah, that's crazy, right? Now it's like, yes, now it's just common knowledge. You know, yeah, the world is run by satanic,
Satanic baby eaters. Yes.
fucking cannibals, right? But here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. We deserve anything we get. We deserve, like, literally, okay, the worst that could possibly happen, we deserve. We got to come into us. Because after all of these years and all of this knowledge and all of the people like me and many, many others trying to get the word out, now the word finally is out, and nobody did anything about it. It's still happening. So yeah, we deserve the giant asteroid. We deserve to get nuked into oblivion. Our species really should come to a halt at this period in time for the good of the universe. Boy, I just went off on a rant there.
Well, this is what tonight's for. You need your soul cleansed also, sir.
Okay, yeah. All right, well, there you go.
There
Thank
you go.
you, Super Chat, Bill.
Yeah, that's impressive. Thank you very much, sir.
Kevin Smith is saying, lock your doors and get your windows broken. I had a van once that they stole. They stole like some jumper cables and some tools out of. Okay, and they drilled out, or they didn't drill out. They slap hammered out the lock cylinder on the back of the van. It wasn't locked. I don't lock things. But they went and they slap hammered out the lock cylinder and destroyed the door in the process of doing it. All they had to do was just go ka-chink and open it up. And yeah. So, but that's absolutely right. If somebody wants what you have, okay, they want your car, they want what's in your car, lock, it means nothing. That's nonsense. You know, any 9-year-old hood rat with a Slim Jim can get into any car in a second. So it's all pointless. It's all nonsense.
OBS Shipyard. The giant UFC ring at the White House is literally idiocracy.
The which?
OBS Shipyard is right up the top now. It's about to flip up.
Huh. I can't find it. Oh, there it is. The giant UFC ring at the White House. I didn't know they had a UFC ring.
Yeah, they're on the back lawn. They're constructing girders and stuff like that so they can have an enclosed, like their own little arena in the back of the White House for a UFC event.
Let them have it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mr. Dodge, locks are universal. Lock keep honest men honest. If a crook wants in, a lock will not keep him out. The only reason I keep my house locked at night is just to buy me a few seconds to get my gun, which I would agree with you. But do you think that a thief, that there was somebody who's going to like home invade you, is even going to try to like open the door? You know what I mean? It's like they'll probably try to pick the lock. Even if you leave it unlocked, they'll try to pick it before they try to just open it. So it's. But yes, you should always be sleeping with a gun or 2 or 3
near.
Yeah. 12-gauge shotgun works really well because you're groggy. You know what I'm saying? It's like in the middle of the night, you get the person coming in.
Yeah.
Right? Mr. Dodge is saying people blindly following trends and thinking this is actually cool or not. Welcome to my world as an automotive guy, right, or a motorcycle guy, because all of these monkey see, monkey do trends, and nobody knows why they do things. Like in the 70s, 80s, They used to jack the back of their cars way up, like, oh, that's the thing to do. And they put their N50s underneath there and the shackles and all of this other shit. And
the
it's
chrome diff covers and the lights and all the bullshit. Yeah. You're like,
yeah.
why?
And do you know why you're doing this? Do you have any idea why you're doing this? Because it's backwards. You should be lowering the back. It should be level. You should be raising the front of the car just slightly. Why are you jacking it up and creating all of these weight transfer and weird suspension geometries that are not going to
completely crushing your factory suspension? Yeah.
Well, because race cars are like that. Well, yeah, funny cars are all like that, but the chassis is straight. It's just the plastic body's mounted on an angle. So it's like, yeah, and it's been that way. Like I guess forever. You've got a handful of people who know what they're doing and really care about the science of it and the art of hot rodding and shit like that. And then you've got the 90% of the people who participate.
Well, it's like the mass fart can on your Honda Civic, thinking it's going to make it fast. It's a freaking Civic, people. You know, now you're just making noise and going nowhere, annoying people. But it's I'm a racer.
Zero's got one there. Local police used to enforce cars having too bright headlights. Absolutely. 8 years ago, last 8 years, it's just ignored. I hate those ultra-bright headlights. They're a road hazard. I'm constantly being blinded by people. You're on a 2-lane. You know what I mean? At night, and you've got these zillions of candle power, and you're blinded. You can't see a friggin' thing. Or they come up, they got these trucks that come up, the headlights are right in your back window. Even if you're riding something, you know, because they jack the trucks up, and those right to your back window. Terrible, terrible. I would say it would be legitimate to shoot those people, but that's just me. Let's see. Let's find other people bitching about stuff there. Canangelo Blanco, don't underestimate a Civic with a laptop on the passenger seat. Well, that's true.
Danger to manifold. Danger to manifold. Yeah.
No, but bro, some of them are fast.
Oh yeah, but
some of them can scoot.
For you, yeah.
But it's like 5% can scoot. The other 95% are just running around making noise.
Yeah. Don't underestimate an XJ with a tuner on the you know.
Don't underestimate an XJ.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling. Joker is saying they need to be aimed properly. That's a big reason the brighter headlights are a problem. Aiming is even more important now. Bro, even when you aim them, it's still too much light. It's too bright. If you're coming the other direction, there's glare off your windshield, and it's impossible. You cannot see. You get all of these blind spots.
Right. It's like somebody sitting on their hood with an arc welder.
Yeah.
You can't see.
Rocco is saying, can somebody please tell Finnegan to rip all that computer crap out of blasphemy? I even tried to talk some sense. I sent him a message trying to talk some sense into him because I saw the problems he was having, and I knew exactly what was going on because I experienced those problems. Yeah, but no, he's surrounded by people who love tech, who love overcomplicating things. The power level that he's making with that, he could be doing literally with a completely analog Hillborn 4-port on gasoline or E85, whatever he's running in that. Doesn't need a lick of technology to run the numbers, to make the power and run the numbers that he does. But that's why he keeps having to feed new motors at this thing every time he turns around. It's pinching rings. It's doing all kinds of crazy shit because of that technology. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm telling right to his face. I know exactly where you're going wrong with this thing.
Right. It's a Hemi with a blower. You don't need. Yeah, it's gonna go.
It's a big Hemi with a blower.
Yeah. With like new parts and shit, and he's probably.
He needed to get a hold of Don Enriquez over there at Hill, because Don Enriquez is working over here in Bowling Green for a while. I don't know if he's still around. But he needed to get a hold of him, right, and just get a basic tune-up. Just get a basic tune-up from Don, and that would have been it. Just go down to the track, just whoop, 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 and never heard a thing. Bill McKinsey, thank you for the super chat. Bottle Rocket versus Mission Improbable with a 2-second handicap. Who wins? 2-second handicap, Bottle Rocket. If it bites, because the cars. The last couple of times I took it out, it was very erratic. I need to tune the suspension on the car, but Bottle Rocket would definitely beat that one. Mopar 78. Finnegan is part of that trendy flat bill trucker hat crowd. I'm not talking shit about Finnegan. I've never met him personally, right? I like him. I mean, I know, I would never say, oh, Finnegan's this or Finnegan's that. And first, I guess first of all, because I don't actually know him, but from his work, people by their works. I have nothing against him. I think he's a good, solid guy. He's a family guy. It's very important to me. But he does stupid things with his machinery.
He's probably paid for 3 houses with that.
Oh God, dude! I don't know how he pays for. I listen. I'm a YouTuber. Okay, I know exactly. I can tell you to the penny what these people make. Okay, and I have no idea. I know how many views he gets. I know he gets some sponsorship, but it's not big. It's not major. So I know exactly what he makes. And I'm telling you, everything he makes from YouTube goes into feeding blasphemy Hemis.
All right, Tony, what'd you do? You hit buttons. Let's talk about technology. And Tony zapping himself out of existence here. So he'll be back soon. So can I highlight anything since I'm in control? No, I cannot. So we're stuck with this Mopar Man quote on the bottom until Tony comes back. He'll be back in a minute, unless Kathy killed him or something like that. But he'll figure it out. He'll figure it out after he knows he's gone. Let's send him a message. All right. UT. You're off in space. You're gone. No one can see you. They're only talking to me. Reboot your computer. Have Kathy come help you. Send. But okay. What happened to you?
I don't know. It just blanked out.
Oh, okay. Go get Kathy.
Are you still on?
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
Yeah. Hey, did the whole computer go black or what?
No, the computer's on, but that tab just disappeared.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to reboot. Yeah. Or go up. Yeah, open up a new tab and open up your StreamYard and go to your. Do you know how to do that, or does Kathy do all that?
She does all that. Is it still up and running?
Yeah. Because even when you're gone, it's still up and running. Because I'm here. So you just got to log into the same.
Okay. Let me go again.
Yeah.
Keep them busy.
Oh, I am. Yeah, they're all talking to all 3 of us now. So All right. So while he gets Kathy to assist him, the YouTube police. No, it wasn't the YouTube police. It was the fat finger of Tony. He clicked on, to close the tab for his browser he had open for StreamYard, and he doesn't know how to put it back on because Kathy does it for him. So, panic attack. No, you don't have to have a panic attack. Joke's on you, Doctor. I haven't been able to see either of you in over an hour. Black screen only. It's like a radio show with a chat box. Well, nice. Well, listening to the AM radio of your choice. Welcome to KBZN 25. Sorry to hear him walked up about blasphemies. This is just rant night. So he was just ranting about electronics on his car that he doesn't need it. So I stay out of it. I don't know Michael, and I've only met him once, and that was in like 2018. So he has no idea who I am. Literally no idea. What about this? People who are spending, and this is Mr. Dodge 99. What about this? People who are spending nearly $100 a day on Uber and DoorDash and wonder why no extra cash. That's actually hilarious. Yeah, because I can't cook for myself. I don't have any skills. I don't know how to feed myself without a telephone. Shannon, Dos Caminos, when do we get to see the first fire up of DL 305? It was supposed to be over the last weekend. It's probably going to be this next weekend with just schedules and stuff like that. And I had it all ready to go and fire up. And the starter didn't work. It worked, but it just wouldn't start the car. It was way off. It was just the wrong one for that vehicle, even though it's specifically. So I got another one.
Oh,
Oh, no, what?
There you go. You're back.
Oh, she peed. Why did she do that? All right, well, you can clean the pee while it'll be like a great show that goes on in the background. All right.
We
Sorry about that, guys.
we missed Kathy Banana peeing on the floor, or
The puppy left a spot over there.
oh, okay.
So somebody just as I zapped myself out of here, somebody asked about Bottle Rocket. All of our regular projects will come back after the dragster is out. Once the dragster is up and done and out, then we'll get back to our cars.
Normally scheduled, taking our cars to the track and stuff like that.
Just because I can't
do both.
I'm one guy, and I can't split my head and my attentions in those different directions. I just can't do it.
Mm-hmm. Where is the puppy? Is the puppy in the room, or did the puppy leave with Kathy?
He was in the room, clearly.
Yeah.
She I don't know why she's bad. The other two border collies trained immediately, like they were weeks old, and they were already doing all their business outside. But Amelia, we're having a little bit of a problem with.
Well, you said she's a savage, so she just doesn't care.
No, Amelia's a good girl. Where is she?
she's inside.
Oh. That's right. Kathy's on here. I'll move out of the way so you guys can watch Kathy.
No, I read
Clean.
that you didn't.
There we go. Okay. Well, maybe they want to see the technique. They love watching people work and shit like that.
Yeah.
Move the bag. See the bag? Yeah, there you go. So this way they can see the process. Tell them what you're doing.
They know what I'm doing. They know exactly what I'm doing.
I'm pinching your head.
Okay, good.
I'm pinching your head.
That's good. That's good. All right.
All right. What are you doing now? What part is this?
You know what part it is.
But the viewers don't. You've got 134 people watching you right now.
They don't want to see this.
Guys, do you want to see this?
No, they don't. They don't want to see this.
Let's see. E-Fog is saying, Uncle Kathy.
Did you give him a thumbs up?
How do I do that?
Thumbs up.
She's doing her Cinderella imitation. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. It's a very glamorous life, Ellie.
Brian Power says that dragsters are never done. Well, they will be.
They will be done.
It will be. I'm not making a lifestyle out of this. I did that already. No, this is just, we're gonna get them running, and we're gonna get them, and then feed your heart your own, baby.
Yeah, I gotta get a rag.
Okay, what part are you up to now?
I'm gonna get a rag.
Okay.
Because I can't bring the machine in here.
Oh, she can't bring the machine in. She usually uses this,
Rug machine.
yeah, special pet
Little
cleaning,
spot bot thing. Yeah, I got one of them. Yeah.
but it makes all kinds of racket. So she's gonna pass on that. Van Barnes says he just got here, but this is the quality content I tune in for.
Puppy dog blotting. Yeah.
Rope says excellent blotting technique.
Right.
Oh man, she's gonna want to hear that. Wait till she comes back in.
Mm.
Yeah.
And Shannon says, that's an everyday occurrence for his wife. The rescue dogs just don't get it.
Yeah, Kathy, Rope 1958 says excellent blotting technique.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for a long time.
Oh, Jamie's here.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, yes, Jamie.
It's like someone summoned him because of like a few comments ago. They're like, "Well, is Uncle Jamie going to make it out for the fire up of the nitro car?" Then all of a sudden, bang! Here's the bearded man himself.
Well, Jamie, you didn't actually miss it because the dog peed on the rug after I accidentally nuked my end over here, and Kathy had to come in and reset it. And while she was doing that, the puppy decided it would be a good time to make a deposit. And I'm gonna
Because you took time away.
crushing your head.
Crushing your. Because you took mommy time away from the puppy, so the puppy left a deposit.
All
Yeah.
right. So now you guys, you see what's going on over here. Now she's cleaning the back side of the rug as well. See, most amateurs
Piss cleaners.
who don't deal in dog piss on a regular basis, on an hourly basis even, would neglect to hit the back side of the rug. All right, where were we now? Uncle Dead. Jamie can jump in here if he wants.
Yeah.
Van Barnes, this is really good stuff. I'm learning loads. God, send Jamie a link.
What?
Do you want me to?
Oh, you
Oh,
still
I
got
can
it?
do it.
I still have it.
She's still going. Now, what phase is this?
It's just a second round of cleaner, and then I'll clean it with the machine when you're done. Or, yeah, tomorrow.
Okay, she's doing really good.
Can Dr. Orson send me the link?
Oh yeah, Dr.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm kind of preoccupied with urine.
Where are my glasses? I gotta see to type.
Rocco says my ex-wife would have thrown the rug away.
What?
Rocco, not our Rocco, not Don Rocco, the other Rocco.
Oh,
He says my ex-wife would have thrown the rug away. It's okay. Rocco can always make more money.
There you go. Oh, we got Scott Kuhn with a.
She had to be an Italian, right?
okay.
Scott Kuhn, thank you for the super chat.
If she was Italian, she would have peed on the rug herself and been like, "Oh, we're gonna throw this out. We're a new one."
Yes, exactly right. Exactly right.
You wonder how I know this?
I a buddy of mine, and I won't say his name because a buddy of mine,
You good?
his grandmother. Yeah, it was great.
Okay, good.
Typical Italian shit. This is just like typical Italian shit. His grandmother used to call her granola, and once every few years, what she would do is she would take coffee and put it in a spray bottle and go up in the corners of the house, like where the roof would meet on the inside, and she would spray coffee in against the wall. So it looked like the roof was leaking. And then she would call in the insurance adjuster and they would give her the money for a new roof. The walls were done shit like that, and they would go on vacation. And this is something she did like on a regular. They never called her. She would just go with a different insurance company. So, Scott Kuhn, you followed a new lifted GMC 2500 down a 2-lane this spring. The LED headlights were so bright the glare under it was burning at my retinas. Yes, I know. And the low beam only lit as far as my sealed beams. I know.
Did Jamie pop in yet?
I don't see Jamie yet.
Okay.
Driveway of Misfits. I can't believe I'm spending part of my week off watching dog urination blotting technique live streams.
Well,
Dude,
what else would you be doing with your time, sir?
This is reality, bro. This is we deal in reality.
This is not AI. This is all live action.
Rug doctor. Well, rug nurse, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, no Jamie yet. Let's see. I'm just scrolling back up in case I missed something.
Oh, okay.
You're in town. Dogs don't need no stinking litter box. You got that right, Kevin. There he is.
Oh,
What's up,
One and only.
what's going on, man?
boys? No, my brother sent me a screenshot of your live, the thumbnail and the title, and I was like, oh no, what's happening now?
Well, I texted Dr. Hart this morning, and I was like, pick a topic for tonight. And he started ranting. He just, I ripped off by this and got screwed by that. He says, okay, fine. This will be the topic. We're just gonna
Nice.
preach about things tonight.
We have bones to pick.
It's a vent, yeah, there are bones to pick, man.
Dr. Art, cheers.
Cheers to you, sir.
I just submitted the very first chapter of my book.
Congratulations.
I'm only 3.5 weeks late. That's pretty good.
Dude, that's better than
Yeah,
I
that's
would
nothing
be able
for
to do.
the world.
Telling you.
I could never write a book. I don't have the attention span.
Dude, it's rough. It's rough.
Oh, that's why I've never done it.
We'll get it.
People are like, well, you got to write a book. I'm like, no. Get somebody else to write it for you. No, that means I got to sit there and tell them a story. No.
No. So what did I miss?
When I check out, I want to just literally disappear. I want to vanish as if I never existed. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anything anchoring me to this realm.
I'll remember you.
I'm done with it.
It'll be gone. It'll be like the Mandela effect. There was never one.
Right.
Was there a YouTuber?
Mr. Dodge says, Jamie, I watched the satellite video earlier. Best part of the afternoon, ma'am. Love those videos.
Thank you. That was a good one.
Did you find the worst car ever?
The worst car ever?
Yes.
No. It's pretty rough, but it's 1971 Satellite Sebring Plus.
Plus.
Kind of a mint unit, actually.
It looked rougher than advertised, apparently, to me. So
It is kind of rough.
it's nice that it got towed away somewhere else.
Oh.
I missed.
Yeah, Rip's he's talking about my I revived a 1980 Dodge Aspen. My brother-in-law Peter and I did. It was sitting in the woods for 25 years with no intake manifold. And the lifters were rusted solid, the rockers were rusted solid, everything was rusted solid. And I didn't think it was going to turn. I wasn't even going to try. And he just grabs a breaker bar and starts wiggling it. And then he grabbed a torch and he cleaned all the lifters with gas and unseized everything. And that was the one where I blew up a crankcase full of gas in my face, which is pretty cool. But we got it running. Amazingly, we got it running.
I have not seen that one. I have to look at that one.
Yeah, it was like a month ago, month and a half. I don't know.
That sounds like one of those Jennings Motorsports ones.
That's what I said. I said in this video, this seems like some Jennings stuff. Like he could get this running.
How that guy isn't like on the.
He's amazing.
You have all these other, will it run people.
Yeah.
I mean, and they get millions and millions of views.
Yeah.
But you've got the undisputed master of this stuff.
Well, we got a little bit of rust here on these valves, but you don't need to worry. We'll get this freed up and moving, and we'll have this thing running. It's been 100 years since this truck fired up, but
I watched that guy's videos in
He's
improvised
amazing.
point setups and all kinds of. He's just amazing.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
We should get him on a live one time.
Yes.
We need him on one of the Wednesday night things.
Now I've watched a bunch of his clips and stuff. Has he ever been seen on video?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I can't picture what he looks like.
Yeah. So
Well,
would
He'd
he come
have
on
to do the bag on the head, unknown comedian.
with that, or he'd come on, but he'd hold the camera this way, and then just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Jamie, what's your bitch, man?
What's
My
your rant?
bitch.
What's grinding at your ass right
You know what really grinds my gears? I don't know. What grinds my gears today? Commenters. No. Have we already done that? What rants did I miss?
Oh, I don't know. We've been all over the map.
You missed a wide array, so anything is open topic for you, sir.
Oh, I should have come prepared. This is trivia night all over again. What grinds my gears? People that don't get it.
Don't get which part, because they grind my gears too.
They don't. They don't get what you're doing, and they don't understand, and they feel the need to tell you.
Oh, you mean-
Right. Yeah, they need to tell you from their mother's basement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they correct you.
Right.
And they're completely wrong.
And they're wrong. That's one of my favorites. If you ever hang out in my comment section, often it will be me. I don't swear in my videos, but in comment responses to idiots, I just unload on them. It's like my therapy almost. And yeah, people like that are like, you're wrong and this is wrong and that's not how that works and this and that. Those are the ones that I love to give a piece of my mind.
I give the answer. Blank, blank, blank at your mom's house.
Yeah.
Pretty often.
Yeah.
Someone commented on a video we did yesterday about the degree. I've done it so many times, but
Yeah.
you gotta refresh it. So somebody commented on there, not even using a piston stop or mechanical stop for the piston. And I responded to him, hey, man, I left my mechanical stop over at your mom's house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I pin them if they're really over the top. I leave them pinned.
Yeah.
And then let the audience.
I've done that. I have done that. I apologize for having a classy microphone. I turned it down.
You sound so much more professional when we do though.
I don't know if that's. I think that's just Jamie. I don't know if it's.
I have like actual recording condenser mics and suspension mounts in here, and I'm using a cheap plastic internet, whatever. It's fine. It's still pretty good.
I used to do lives with Dallas, and
Yeah.
he had a mic that was like that one, but it was like powder blue.
Yeah.
And it was shaped like a
phallic. It's a phallic shape.
Well,
Huh. All right.
I can't talk into that thing, man. keep it to your side.
Yeah, that
The
aspect was pretty
microphone,
bad.
sir. Yeah, leave it alone. Yeah.
There you go. Getting defective new parts out of the box. So I've been asked about that. Like, don't you have problems with new parts? I almost never do. And I know like your mileage may vary on that. I know yours has. I mean, I've watched so many of your videos. I've watched enough to know, but I actually don't really have many problems with new parts. I can't think of any like off the top of my head. I lost a couple lifters on that one comp cam, but other than that,
Well, I mean,
Well, you just said the 4-letter word. So
yeah, well, exactly.
To be fair, I only make videos on the stuff when something does go wrong.
That's what people don't get.
So it may appear that I get a lot of things that are wrong, but it's only because it's the squeaky wheel that gets the oil.
Exactly. Yep.
And it's the squeaky wheel videos that get the views.
That get the views. Yep.
So like,
Yep.
oh, I got something that had a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good shit.
Yep. But I mean, I ran that repair business for 7 years. Absolutely had new parts in the box a handful of times, but like it's not common.
Anthony Konefel. My beef is watching 2 prescription drug ads before I could get here. I'm sorry, bro. I have no control. I have no control over what they do there.
Yeah, we'd like to give you puppy infomercials and bologna sandwiches, but
If we could, yeah.
if we could, we have no control.
Kevin Smith, gripe of mine. Someone asks a question and argues your answer.
I've got a part 2 to that. Yes, absolutely that. Yep.
Yeah, don't ever talk to somebody from the Midwest when they ask you, "Hey, how does my mortgage work?" Well, lobster. Okay, I got everything for you, and they go and go buy here, pay here on a house.
So I spend a lot of time giving people advice, and a few people have like gotten my number over the years, and that's awful. I do not do that anymore. I won't do that. But a couple people, and it's always boomers who are like, I'm not good at that email text thing. Can I just call you? Well, okay, fine. So I'm one of those guys, specifically one of those guys, but many people have done this. They ask you for advice, because you're kind of the guy and you know what they're going through, and you give them detailed, exact advice, and then they ignore every single bit of it and go off and do something else, and then they complain about it later, and it's like, yeah.
You know the correct name for those people, yeah?
Maybe I don't.
They actually have a name. There's a
Really?
name for that.
Really?
Ask holes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or you'll tell them, okay, this is the steps you need to take, and it'll run. But why? Because if you do the steps, it'll run.
I'm really good at the why, which I think is a problem, like too much information. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Tanner, I'm lost.
Let's see. I'm just scrolling back up here. And, Barry Kuda and showing off his butt crack. Yes, that's everybody's. I don't even know who he's talking about, but
yes,
the butt crack is never good.
Yep.
Let's see.
I have a question for Jamie that I would like to know, because I'd be interested. When do we get to see part 6 or 7 here of the diesel Dodge pickup?
Of what? The Cummins swap?
No, not the Cummins swap. The crazy 2-stroke cat.
Oh, the D600?
Yeah.
I don't have the transmission yet. The 453T is sitting in my shop now. It just needs like a reseal probably and a turbo, and also I dented the oil pan, but I don't want to talk about it. But I don't have the transmission yet. Guy up north, he's like 4 hours from here, and he said he'd deliver it, but when he could, he's got like a beach cabin or something, and when he could hasn't happened yet. So if I get in a hurry for it, I can go pick it up, but like I don't want to.
What kind of train is that thing?
Well, okay, so right now, it's a 1975 D600, and it has a 413 industrial and an Allison automatic. But I'm getting rid of all of that. I'm putting in a 453T Detroit Silver Series 2-stroke, and we're going to use a 13-speed, not a full-size semi-transmission, but like a medium-size semi-transmission.
Okay.
13-speed truck transmission. We were trying to find the mini one that weighs 400 pounds. The big one weighs 620 pounds. The one we're using is like 540 or 550. It's big. It's stupid. But basically, we're building a mini semi. It's been a dream for a while. Anyway, it'll be a while. That's what I'm saying.
It's one of them long-term projects.
Yeah, I said it in the first video, Dr. Art. I said this is going to be a long time.
That's why you made everyone curious. It's your
I know.
Your fault.
I'm very excited about it, but
So
I've got
4 hours north of you. Is he a Canuck or?
almost. Almost.
Was he like up in Bellingham or something? Way up there?
Not quite Bellingham. I think it's Arlington or somewhere around there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Up that way. Is it mental illness wonderful? Welcome to it, bud.
MX Beans. Imagine if they made two-stroke performance cars. Two-strokes are torqueless wonders. I love two-strokes. Don't get me wrong. Two-stroke motorcycles are awesome, but they won't pull a load, man. It's like two-strokes have the same basic characteristic as rotaries. They make good power. They up high, and they have multiple power bands, power peaks, but they don't have the oomph to get shit rolling. What's this now? Chris 103 Customs. Just got a coffee from Giffords in Baltimore. Time to watch Uncle Tony's live. Are you in Great Kills? Oh, he obviously knows that location. Chris, do I know you? That's a cool van.
Yeah, look at that van. That's amazing.
I had a coffee house on the corner of Giffords in Baltimore.
You're gonna have to take her.
Why?
She's in Zoomy attack mode.
Oh, she's in Zoomy attack mode?
Yeah, I don't know
Great.
how she didn't break my nose. So
we're gonna have Zoomy attack mode border collie puppies.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yay!
Yeah, you can hold on to her.
Thanks, Kat.
It's kind. It's thoughtful.
Let's see. Vintage adventure drives. In the dirt bike world, the two strokes are the higher torque engines, the four strokes are the higher revving and lower torque engines because they're geared like dirt bikes. When you gear a two stroke to get right immediately up into its power band, then but no, for an automotive type of application where you're not going to be screaming a thing at like 9,000 RPM all the time, no, they don't work.
That's the thing about the two-stroke Detroit, too. The little one I'm going to be messing with, at least. They don't you have to rev the piss out of them all the time. That's how they work. But, that's the whole idea.
Ripsaw says all my dirt bikes are two strokes. If I had a dirt bike, yeah. But no, I had a lot of two-stroke dirt bikes. I had a lot of two-stroke street bikes. I was Kawasaki triples for a while. Let's see. There's nobody talking about bitching anymore. I thought that was the topic for tonight.
I did see someone bitching about K-Cups. They said, do you hate K-Cups? I don't know. I mean, I prefer my coffee not in a little plastic cup, but it's fine.
Yeah,
let's
eat a plastic because that's good for you.
Well, right. I mean, yeah.
Boomer says K-Cups are not coffee. I don't even know what a K-Cup is, man.
It's a little plastic, single use, put the thing in the thing and hit a button and it makes you one cup of coffee.
Oh, okay.
It's it's coffee, kind of. If it's all they have, it's fine. It's not my choice, though. But then I make espresso every single morning and chug it. So there you go.
Scott Kuhn offers this bit of advice.
Yes, slam your hand in the door before you drive it, and that will, you have to beat the piss out of them. Just, drive it like you hate it. I wonder if the oil pump failed and it ran dry without oil and ceased. Buddy, it's got oil pressure. What are you talking about? I hate comments so much. Why do I even look at them?
What happened now?
I'm just in the comments on my video from today.
Oh,
Oh, what if the oil pump failed and that's why it seized? You just watched me do a burnout with it. Did you hear a bunch of clattering? No, it has oil pressure. That guy, that's what I hate. That's my beef. Watch the video.
Okay, Chris Customs. Dom from Armstrong. Dominic Cacciamani. Is that who you're talking about? Dominic Cacciamani? From Armstrong and Highland, and I used to share a shop at the corner of Armstrong and Highland. He's friends with me. Okay, just making you laugh. Yes, from Tottenville. All right, I loved Tottenville. Man, Tottenville back in the day was really cool. How is Dominic doing? His brother, his uncles, Steve and who was the other one? First people on Staten Island I remember with Hemi cars. They were big into Hemi cars, and this was around 1983. 1982, 83 it was. And they had a Hemi Carnet, they had a 68 Hemi Charger. It was everywhere you look. There was Hemi cars, Hemi engines everywhere, and it was before they really caught on. Before it went like ape shit. They were like visionaries.
Dude, you said Hemi. I'm finally assembling one.
Finally.
Finally. Dude, I took the crank to the machine shop first and got that fixed. Then I found a gouge in one of the deck surfaces on the head, so I took those in and had those fixed. And then I went to put the crank in, and the oil clearances were like thou and a half. So I took the whole block in.
So we're building tight Hemi.
No. A loose motor is a happy motor, as one man once said in a video. And I intend for this one to be delirious. So
Yeah, the heads are not the heads. The rods, everything's just way too freaking heavy. It
Oh, yeah.
needs a substantial oil cushion.
yes, they balanced this thing for me. He had to order extra weight because he did not own enough bob weight to make the weight of those piston and rod assemblies.
And you think about it, the NASCAR guys used to spin that shit for 7,000 RPM for 3 hours at a time.
Uh-huh.
It's mind-boggling.
Yeah. It's so stupid.
If you guys have never actually held Hemi components, like the connecting rods and all of that, you cannot fathom how it's like they're literally caveman things. They're just
Yeah. Beef.
beef. Oh, wait, we got. Are you oh,
She's in her own zoomy land.
She got the zoomies. There's the real show.
Yeah.
She's got her orange thing.
Nice.
Let's see. Chris, because we both got off sanit. Oh, yeah, he works sanitation, right? Remember the red Charger behind the fence on Richmond and King Street? Oh, God, there was so many. God, I knew where every car was hidden on Staten Island, like literally in backyards and old garages and shit like that. I knew where every single car was hidden on Staten Island. There's still, I don't know if there's still, I haven't been there in 22 years, but there was a 71 Hemi Cuda, a blue B5 Hemi Cuda off of Castleton Avenue that came and went. It never had an engine in it. You see it rolled out in the street and then rolled back in. I'm trying to think of exactly where this was. Castleton, and it's been such a long time. But there's a 71 Hemi Cuda out there. Blue B5 billboard car that nobody ever knew about. I did. Let's see. It's a Dog and Tony show. Thank you. Yeah, it is. Oh, Buddy Corfano's got one. Chrome covered lug nuts that swell piss me off.
Ugh. And then your sockets don't fit. Yeah. Awful.
When I was a regular,
And they flake off, and the flakes always end up somehow in between
Under your thunder.
finger and
Yeah.
fingernail.
Your fingernails. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's not okay.
What's this now? Jeff.
No.
Did Allen's Plymouth run long enough to require liquid in the cooling system?
The satellite we revived in today's video. Borderline. It ran for as much as a minute and a half.
Fine.
That engine's is not good, so it's fine. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, because they don't fit the sockets. You got to get the 21 and a half.
Right.
Ugh.
Oh, I remember when I was doing this shit on a regular basis. Those seemed like the
Oh,
pain
yeah.
in my existence.
Yep. Thanks, Ford.
Let's see. I'm scrolling up here.
Someone's complaint was can openers that never work. You know how old I was when I learned you're supposed to put the wheel of the can opener on the side of the can, not on the lid? It goes around under the lid. That's how can openers work. Little roller?
I have a woman. I know it. I don't know what you would do with that.
Well,
Whoa, hey, easy, baby. She's a little nutty.
Was that an ashtray making that noise or what?
It's a glass, an ashtray, the GoPro, my phone.
Perfect.
Scattered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dean Stevenson popped in the house?
There he is.
I think
The
so,
one and only.
yeah.
Do you guys both get Dean Stevenson on your lives?
Of course.
Of course.
Isn't he in every live
He's on
stream?
every live. Automotive live, he's there. I used to think he used to come to mine. I was like, oh, he's loyal, you know?
That guy's everywhere. He likes to know what's going on.
Overbuilt automotive locking the wall things tick me off, and you got to beat a 12-point socket on to remove them evil things. I used to make a lot of pocket money, like lunch money and shit, welded nuts to those things to pop them off.
Air chisel will do it too if you play your cards
Too
right.
much like work.
Well, yeah.
You just take like a 13, 16, nut, stick it over the top of it, and then screw it right out. And usually the heat from the welding loosens it up so it's just super tight.
Yep.
Vintage adventure drives. My current gripe is why Jamie taking slow long to run the garbage can down the track.
So that guy called me out last year. Guess who won? Not him. I don't know. I know what his. He's just a sore loser. That's all. But having said that, I'm busy.
Are you going to make the trip to Sykeston this year?
I sure am. I think I'm taking my whole family, actually.
Really? All right.
I thought I had 2 doors in here. Danielle, you get away from there.
Plan an extra day. It's only another 3 hours to over by us. So
What's that?
it's only another 3 hours to over by us.
I need to come and visit again. The problem is, if we wanted to do some racing or anything like that, I'll be there on a Monday or a Tuesday,
Yeah.
We can street race, man.
Oh, yeah. Mexico. I forgot how close you are to Mexico.
Yeah, very close to. Oh, shit. Yeah, we're very close to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That face. Oh, man.
We took them dock diving over the weekend.
I saw a post about that.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was the most fun I've had, and I can't tell you how long. I couldn't get the smile off my face. It was awesome watching them do that. Ripsaw says his 115-pound lab still gets the zoomies. Oh my god!
Oof.
Talking about the whole shaking busted the lady in the knee the other day, right? My other one, Molly Jane, her bigger sister, punches you. Like you'll be sitting, if she wants to get your attention, she leaps in the air and punches you. And if she does it so hard, she actually knocked me off balance one day, almost hit the ground. The border collies are nuts. They're perfect for me. They're perfect for me.
I met Molly. She did not like me. Or Matt? No, that was Maggie. That was Maggie, the older one.
Oh no,
That was Winnie. Dang it! Dude, you have too many border collies. You have too many border collies. Yeah, that's okay. That's
Maggie's the beagle.
Yeah. Winnie. Winnie did not trust me. Not at all.
She's really weird like that. She's weird like that.
Oh, our dogs are weird like that.
You have to get her right in the floof right here, and you'll know you got it right because she'll start to squint at you. She's squinting. That's it. You're hers now.
Good to know.
Jeff, will Jeff's dragster get texted in Mexico? No, we'll probably take that to an actual track.
Yeah, it's a little violent for Mexico. Yeah.
It's been done. I used to screw around I lived in New York City, and used to take my nitro car in front of the house and do chirpies with it. So I wasn't a good neighbor. You didn't want to live near me.
That's that, or blowing up the garage, or
Blowing up the bathroom or
whatever.
Maybe I've blown it up. I have no original skin. It's all been blown off, ground off, or burned off at one time or another. But I'm an Italian, so I get that greasy skin and it grows back. You know what I mean? It doesn't scar the same way most people do.
That reminds me of a George Carlin joke. My aunt that burnt the skin on 95% of her body, well, she burned the other 5% now. Something like that.
Let's see. Bathtub parts washer. I don't know what that is. Buddy Carfano. Making a brake line and putting the nut on backwards. We have all done that.
Or left it off.
Left it off. You're like, oh, I finally did this perfect flare with this shitty tool. And
Yeah. I don't think I've ever done one backwards, but I've sure as shit left them off.
Yeah.
Or you make a tight bend with it and you forget to bring the nut up first. And you're always proud of that bend because it's perfect. Mm-hmm. And you even admire it. You're like,
and it's on the other end of the fucking bend, yeah.
Oh, okay, I can't get the nut back over it. I've done that a couple of times. Let's see. I'm looking for people who have bitches. Sean the person. When is a Cadillac video coming from the Mr. Top Fuel guy? Next time he's out of town right now. When he gets back, we're gonna do something on that Caddy.
Which is a gorgeous car, you know.
It's just amazing. It's so beautiful. He was like, go ahead, sit in it, and I was like,
I won't sit in it either. I'm like, no, I don't.
My soul isn't pure enough to sit in that car.
What do you have against unibodies? Unibodies are great.
Who doesn't like unibodies?
That guy.
Green?
He said something about aluminum bodies first. I mean, that I get. But
Dwayne, we're unibody people. You're talking to unibody people
Yeah.
here. We love unibodies. You know the best part about a unibody car?
I'm sure you're going to tell me.
The sound they make when you start one with a manual transmission.
When you start one?
When you start a unibody car that has a manual transmission, there's a certain sound that reverberates through the unibody.
Howling through the...
You know exactly.
I know the sound. I just,
It's you don't get that on a full frame car. Picture starting, let's say a GM, a framed car with a manual transmission. You start it, you don't get that sound. It doesn't sound any different than when you start an automatic. But on a manual transmission, there's such a reverberation of the flywheel and all of those parts chunking together, and it travels through the unibody, and you hear. Maybe it's just me.
Most of my 4-speed cars also have like stupid exhaust and solid engine mounts, and like I'm trying to picture the last time I drove like a stockish 4-speed car, and picture what that sounded like. But
it's a very distinctive sound.
It's not coming to me right now.
Very distinctive sound. I would rank that as one of my favorite things, like the intangibles, stuff you can't really put your finger on, but it's like, oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
It's that sound. Let's see. Vintage driver saying, I never even thought about the sound of my 4-speed. I can hear it when my mufflers are on in the satellite. Not when it's running. I'm talking about when you start it, before it runs. You hit the key, and it's like it's just this chunk, and you hear the chunk, and then all of that heavy metal rotating kind of reverberates through the transmission tunnel, and it's just. Jamie, next time you fire one up, pay attention.
I'm going to. Need to get the Barracuda fired up.
Let's see. Drew's Car Care, modern flat rate times, gripe worthy.
Well,
I'm out on that one.
I mean, it's not even that. It's that everyone's hourly rate has doubled. So,
Mm-hmm.
Barracuda cam belts, oil belts.
Ugh.
Oil belts, timing belts. I get. It makes sense. And we actually, my buddy Dave Leclerc ran a Superstock car, and he had a Jessel timing belt on there. It was a 426 Hemi, and it picked up like a tenth, going from the gear drive to the belt.
Interesting.
They chalked it up to reduced harmonics. Not having to, because the distributor's up close there, so the distributor is very sensitive to any of the harmonics that get passed up through the crankshaft, which you get like 6, 7, 8,000 RPM. So because everything runs that much smoother, the harmonics, the distributor runs truer.
And there were no other changes.
No other changes. Picked up a tenth.
Well, gentlemen, it's you guys can continue, but it's 10 o'clock.
Oh no, I gotta. She's zonked out on the floor now, so I gotta put her in the crate before she gets a second wind. She's got to be done for the night. Jimmy, thank you for dropping in, brother man.
Yeah, good to be here.
Nice seeing you, sir.
Gripe about things. You too.
So, what do you guys got to plug real quick before we go?
Plug? Well, there'll probably be another video this Sunday. There usually is.
Surprise, surprise.
I don't know what it's going to be. It might be Perky the Plymouth Diesel Taxi, or it might be some other thing. I never know what the video is going to be until Thursday.
I'm pretty much the same. I don't know. I have to do a video tomorrow because coming up on the end of the month, and I got to fill that spot at the end of the month.
Yeah.
I have no idea what we're going to do yet tomorrow, but it has to be something that will get more views than a typical repair type of thing or hot rod type of thing. So, what about you, Dr. Art?
Maybe I'll find it in my soul to put the second starter in this freaking El Camino and fire this thing up, because I have 45 minutes of footage on my phone waiting for this grand finale for this turd bucket to fire up and finish this video. But I just can't seem to get my soul out there and finish that car because I got to put in the tank and put in the starter. And
what happened to you had a bum starter?
I had a starter and it worked fine. It just didn't touch the flex plate at all. It was like a mile away.
Yeah.
Huh. Finales are...
So I got a different one. This one seems to be the ticket. I just have to do it in the next couple days and fire that up because it should just hit the key. It should just fire right up. Everything else seems to be perfect. So then I can put the coup d'etat on, that phase of that vehicle before I start doing the interior. So that's what I'm working on. May or may not be by this weekend.
Real quick now, Don Mick, 7174 B body orders. Why do some have a round shifter and some a T handle? 7172 T handle on the performance cars, and the luxury trim cars got the ball. Is that right?
I don't know.
And at 73, 74, there are no T handles. They're all the ball.
I don't actually know. I've seen different slapsticks, and some are T's, some are not.
Our awesome mods, Zero, Fubar. I don't think I saw Mexican Spec here tonight, but he's here in one. Was he here?
No, I didn't see him. No.
I didn't see him. But he's here. Guys, thank you so much for everything that you do. Everybody contributed. Super Chat, thank you so much. Keeps the wheels turning. It's never expected, but always appreciated. Everybody contribute your presence and your conversation. We thank you, because if you guys didn't click on our stuff, we wouldn't have jobs. So thank you. And that's it. I'm just going to pull the plug, and I'm going to go deposit my orange juice.
Bye-bye now.
Pull the plug.
Good night, all.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.